Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Average Korean Man from South Korea. Vietnam has started boycotting Squid Game Season 2. This isn't just about a consumer boycotting. The government of Vietnam is initiating investigations. The controversy stems from a particular scene in Squid Game Season 2. Let's take a look together.
제가 2대 독자라 엄마가 누나들하고 집안에서만 놀게 했었거든요.
2대 독자를 해병대를 보냈어? 그렇게 귀환하더라?
좀 남자다워지라고 아버지가 보내셨어요. 월남전 참전 용사하셨거든요, 아버지가.
아버님이 훌륭하시네.
네.
It seems like the Vietnamese people are upset about the evaluation of Vietnam War participation as something admirable. Over here, I have written down my thoughts about this situation as a Korean, so I'm gonna read it to you guys. To Korean viewers, the line in the video I just showed you might seem like a typical compliment about Taeho's father. However, it struck a nerve with many Vietnamese viewers due to negative sentiments surrounding South Korea's involvement in the Vietnam War. South Korea participated in the Vietnam War as an ally of South Vietnam. However, the war ended with the North Vietnam's victory, leading to the unification of the country under the current Vietnamese government. From the perspective of the Vietnamese government, South Korea's involvement in the war is a painful chapter in history, as Korea supported the opposing side. While relations between the two nations have since improved, South Korea's participation in the Vietnam War remains a sensitive subject for Vietnam. The scene in question appears to portray South Korea's involvement as honorable, which has sparked outrage. The deputy director of Vietnam's film department announced that the country would officially review whether Squid Game violates Article 9 of Vietnam's film law. This law prohibits films that promote opposition to the government, insult the nation, or distort historical events. While some might wonder why a single line could spark such a strong reaction, the term Vietnam War holds immense significance in Vietnam. For instance, in 2009, a proposed amendment to South Korea's national merit law referred to Vietnam War veterans as contributors to global peacekeeping. The Vietnamese government strongly protested, leading to South Korea's foreign minister visiting Vietnam to reach a compromise, which involved removing the term Vietnam War from the proposal. The controversy extends beyond the government, with widespread backlash from the Vietnamese public. However, Squid Game creators might feel this criticism is somewhat unfair. The line could simply be interpreted as a commendation of Taeho's father for risking his life to serve abroad without specifically glorifying the Vietnam War. Unfortunately, the line has been misinterpreted by many Vietnamese as praising South Korea's support for South Vietnam, which was the anti-communist side, during the war. Recognizing the sensitivity of the term Vietnam War, many works are intentionally translated differently when adapted for Vietnamese audiences. Interestingly, in Squid Game, the dubbing and subtitle translations differ. The subtitles explicitly state, "My father served in the Vietnam War," while the dubbing avoids the term, rendering it as, "My father served in the military a long time ago." This rephrasing could have helped preserve the context while avoiding controversy. The original intent of the line wasn't about the Vietnam War itself, but rather about emphasizing Taeho's father as a strong, disciplined figure, aligning with his son's enlistment in the Marine Corps. Yet, some Vietnamese viewers misinterpreted this nuance, viewing it as an attempt to glorify a controversial historical event. But not all Vietnamese viewers agree with the backlash. Some have pointed out that the scene doesn't glorify the Vietnam War, but instead highlights the lingering impact of a tragic conflict on subsequent generations. Others argue that Taeho's father was being praised simply for serving his country, with no political implications. Despite the controversies, Squid Game Season 2 continues to dominate in Vietnam. Globally, it also holds the #1 spot in the TV show category. Impressively, its rise to the top was 8 days faster than Season 1, and it is projected to surpass its predecessor in revenue and overall success. Today, I wanted to share an issue that is going on with Squid Game Season 2, which was released about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Yep. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video here today, everyone. Thank you for watching my video once again. See you next time. Bye-bye.